Um, the first pilot was recovered by two uh, helicopters. They're called Pave Hawks. They look like the Black Hawk, which people are accustomed to seeing, but it's a special Air Force design and for special operations missions. Uh, they got hit with small arm or ground fire. You could see the helicopters trailing black smoke, but it did not disable the aircraft. They were able to get back to safety outside of Iranian territory. Um, so, they effect the rescue. It's reported that one of the little birds flew up on the mountain ridge, picked up this colonel who, again, broken ankle, broken leg. Uh, it makes you wonder how was he able to walk and get up there. But that's the story. Then they get down, and then supposedly they're in this massive firefight, and the aircraft are disabled. So now you got like 100 people on the ground. How the hell are they going to get out? Well, then they said there's a special operations squadron. I think it's the 427th. They fly a Casa. Let's say Casa 275. I forget the number of the aircraft. Oh, Casa 295 is what it's called. And one or two of those were needed to lift the passengers out. So it's a short takeoff and landing aircraft. So that means it had to come in. But if they'd been in this firefight, that means those planes are taking fire too. But so again, we're not getting the full story. But I think in this case, what happened was the unit that arrived to do the rescue, they had been scheduled to conduct that raid into Isfahan. I'm presuming that's where it was. Maybe it was to be Bushehr, some other location. But because they were all kitted up and ready to go, they turned to them because there were other CSAR activities going on. And they reportedly rescued the pilot, saved him, and got him back. But we don't know casualties. I'd be shocked if there were not any casualties, and both some killed in action and some wounded in action. We don't have any of that information. If there's a silver lining to this may give the United States second thoughts about conducting any further ground operations in Iran, because this one could have really turned out to be a big disaster, and they got lucky on some points.
As you mentioned, there is a footage coming out showing that some documents were, discovered and show, one of the. I don't know what is your understanding of. Larry? Do you think that these helicopters, Black Hawks, were hit when they were in, where they were flying over, or they hit the ground? What was that? Because you look at what happened, the scene, it seems that they hit the ground. Some
it looked like some of them. The story from CENTCOM is that we couldn't get the planes out, and the helicopters, they were AH-6 Little Birds. They weren't Black Hawks. So the U.S. sent in another aircraft to drop bombs on the area and to blow them up in place. Maybe that happened, maybe it didn't. What some of the video evidence looks like, the propellers are bent, suggesting that there was a crash. When they crash and they hit the ground and the propeller digs into the ground while the plane's moving forward, it will bend the propellers back. You see that. So we just don't know. It is all we do know is the official story. The way they're telling it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And here is the footage, Larry, about and you see the documents of some of these forces. One of them.
Yeah. Look, can you go back to when they're holding up that little green card? Yeah, right. A little right there. Can you zoom in on that at all? Is it possible?
Yeah, it's impossible to zoom out here.
Yeah, but anyway, Iran claimed it's got a female pilot. They got her documents. That's the card on the left is called a CAC card.
It's called Ryder Amanda M.
Yeah, Amanda Ryder. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Amanda.
Amanda Ryder, Amanda M. Ryder. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the name.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's they're not saying a word about that right now,
Yeah,
and it'll be a matter. We'll see if they recovered or they got the flag. Yeah, there was clearly this was. It's not clear to me what kind of aircraft this was. Was it? We don't know if it's a helicopter or a jet, but huh. Yeah. So look, it was hauling some cargo, ammunition. Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think it shows that how it was a. I think they were planning something big in that region.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. Um, so it is like I said. We're not getting the straight story, and I understand part of that. That is, they're trying to maintain some form of operational security. But what this incident does is it highlights that this airfield, it's an abandoned airfield out right adjacent to one of Iran's national parks, and it's 21 miles from there to Isfahan. Now, so the question was, you stage at that, we call this a FARP, a forward arming and refueling point. Um, that from there, how were they going to get from there into Isfahan? Was it the Little Birds? Maybe. Were there supposed to be some other Black Hawks that would have come in? Maybe. So if I'm the Iranian, if I'm the Revolutionary Guard, I right now do a complete survey of every area in Iran where you have nuclear material stored, and within a 30 to 50-mile radius, identify any potential airfields, and then put security at those locations.